Hello, welcome back to Fast Forward, the London stop of the World Tour. I'm here with Tom Burke, the Chief Revenue Officer from Nscale. Tom, thank you very much for chatting with us. How have you found the event so far?
The event's been great. I tell you what, when you think about the AI infrastructure ecosystem, VAST is in the middle of all of it, and it's consistent with what we see in the market. Our end customers are looking to solve their data challenges, and what used to be 10 or 15 different disparate systems is now one end-to-end platform. At Nscale, that's made a big difference in how we can go serve our customers, and certainly VAST is the engine that powers Nscale and how we go serve our customers, from the largest model builders to inference providers to cutting-edge AI labs.
Why don't you tell us a little bit more about those customers? So there's been some very big announcements from Nscale recently in terms of some of the OpenAI deal, for example, in Norway. What is the kind of core market that Nscale are going for? Is it these large-scale deals with your Amazons, with your OpenAIs, or are you also looking at kind of winning a big share of the enterprise market as well?
So it's a great question, Jack. When you think about the Nscale journey, certainly there's been a number of announcements that have come on the scene here these last 6 months. But for us, really, we started in stealth. And when we started in stealth, it started with the power assets. Our ability to go acquire power in very strategic locations here in the UK, throughout the pan-EU, as well as some mega sites in the Arctic Circle. You've seen some of the press, the development that we're doing in Norway, with Stargate Norway, for example. And so, when you look at our customer base, we're very, very proud about our European heritage. The AI native customers that we serve, whether it's the large-scale model trainers, the ability to go bring some of those US enterprise-type customers like an OpenAI, like a Microsoft, to Europe, the ability to go be their European distribution partner, like some of the press and the announcements you've seen in the marketplace, in addition to a lot of AI natives here in Europe as well. So the ability for us to go serve sovereign workloads in country, very specific locations for those requirements that require sovereignty, as well as the ability to go push those non-mission critical workloads to areas that we have access to some of the cheapest compute on the planet. For example, what we're doing in Norway with a number of sites and data centers that we brought online. But a big part of our model at Nscale is the vertical integration that we've rolled out, all the way from dirt to the compute to the underlying software services that lay over the top. When you look at the vertical integrated model that we roll out, the ability to go build our own data centers in a lot of cases, it gives us a huge advantage to be able to go deliver the lowest cost compute in the marketplace. Yeah. That's something we're really, really proud of, the ability to go do that in a sustainable way in these very strategic locations that we acquired in stealth mode. And I think those power assets have given us a huge advantage, and that's a big part of the press and the announcements you've seen here these last 3 months.
Definitely, and that's, I guess, this industry's moved forward so fast, right? It started off, I guess, inspired by the idea that there was a shortage of access to compute or GPUs, and I think very, very quickly the people realized those companies that are going to swim rather than sink are the people that can build value add around just pure GPU access, and whether that's kind of going down the stack by owning data center infrastructure, owning the power assets, and getting economies of scale and benefits from that, or whether it's going up and going into the software layer, those are the ones that will win. So it sounds like you guys really, from that what you said there, it sounds like you started from energy and have kind of worked your way through. Is that something that was a conscious decision, or why? How comes energy was the place where you guys started?
It was. I think we had a unique advantage at Nscale, and that unique advantage was, as we started in stealth to go certainly acquire those power assets, we had a chance to learn from the ones that came before us. And what became very apparent to us was, throughout the entirety of the AI ecosystem, every single layer of the stack was being transformed so quickly. The only way to be able to go sustain into the future is the ability to go transform every layer of the stack and run that in the most efficient way possible. And the only way to do that is to go own the full stack vertical integration. And then most importantly, the software services. The ability to go simplify the end user experience for our customer so we can go tap into the masses, so that the average knowledge worker in the enterprise can go take advantage of the cutting edge AI solutions that we roll out to drive efficient workloads throughout our customer base.
How much capacity do you have online now at the moment across the footprint?
So we publicly stated the 300,000 GPUs we have on our contract. We're very proud of how quickly we're bringing that online. As far as the workloads that we have online today, what I can tell you is we're well on our way to having all 300,000 fully deployed. We look forward to having that online by the first quarter of 2027.
Okay, so getting there within the next year or so, you would say?
Over the next 18 months.
Okay, that makes sense. Wanted to ask one thing. So Semi-Analysis recently revealed their Cluster Max 2.0 rankings, and Nscale were in the not recommended category. I guess the reason for that is they were unable to test it rather than any issues that they specifically found. But are you able to kind of explain how comes that was the case?
Yeah, so first what I'll say is we've got great respect for the Semi-Analysis team. Certainly appreciate what they've done for our industry to be able to go streamline how our end customers can evaluate these solutions. In our case, you're exactly right. It was not recommended because we weren't tested. And the reason we weren't tested is because, unfortunately, we're in a situation that we had sold all of our compute. We've had great dialogue with Semi-Analysis. We have some more compute that is coming online here in the near future, ability to go give them access to that, to do that testing. But again, great respect for the Semi-Analysis team, what they do for our industry, and we're looking forward to the ongoing collaboration with them.
Got it, makes sense. Yeah, I think one last question on Nscale. We've seen CoreWeave IPO, Nebius are also publicly traded. We're hearing some rumors that some of the other US AI clouds are considering the public markets for cheaper cost of capital as they roll out these capital-intensive projects, right? Is that something that you think is on Nscale's cards moving forward, or any kind of plans around that?
It's a good question, Jack. So when you look at our industry, certainly the upfront cost of capital requirements are very real. And certainly there's advantages to being a public entity, to be able to go do that. So what I will tell you is that all along that has been a roadmap item for us. We're very hard at work being able to go make that come true, and I think as that process continues to play out, we'll have more to say publicly. Yep. But what I would say is right now we're laser focused on execution, the ability to go serve our customer base, bring this computer online, and certainly that will take care of itself as we continue to do that.
Got it. Do you think there's a reason why we've seen almost like a reversal here? So a lot of the data center operators, like kind of your classic wholesale builders, have been taken private over the last couple of years. But it seems like a lot of the AI cloud providers are moving towards the private markets, public markets. Sorry, despite similar kind of capex intensive projects and long timelines going on. Do you think there's a reason for that, or what would be your kind of view on how comes that's the case?
It's hard to say. It's probably the one area of this market that is the hardest to keep up with, which is the deal making and a lot of the creativity that goes into that deal making.
Yeah.
But what I would tell you is that certainly you see a lot of consolidation in this space from a data center perspective, the ability to go consolidate those assets, the economies of scale that gives you, I think that plays into it. But again, we're focused on Nscale and what we can do to go drive our vertically integrated model, how we can go better serve our customers in doing so in the most cost-efficient way possible. And most importantly, we're very, very proud of our European heritage and the strategic locations we have here throughout Europe, specifically here in the UK, and how we'll continue to go and bring the global innovation to Europe.
Got it. Well, you're giving me a great segue for our outro. So if you find it difficult to keep track of the deal flow in this industry, make sure to subscribe to the Tech Capital. And Tom, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you chatting.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the event.
You as well.
Thank you very much.